Emotions are the fuel that propels the engine of manifestation, the catalysts that ignite the creative process and shape the fabric of our reality. They are the colors with which we paint the canvas of our lives, infusing every thought, word, and action with their unique vibrational energy. In the grand symphony of existence, emotions are the melody that resonates with the universe, signaling our desires and intentions with unmistakable clarity. At their core, emotions are energy in motion, dynamic forces that flow through us, shaping our perceptions and influencing our experiences. Whether we realize it or not, our emotions are constantly communicating with the quantum field, sending out vibrational signals that attract corresponding experiences into our lives. When we cultivate positive emotions such as love, gratitude, and joy, we align ourselves with the frequency of abundance and invite blessings to flow effortlessly into our reality. Moreover, emotions serve as powerful indicators of our alignment with our desires. They are our internal guidance system, signaling whether we are in resonance with our true desires or in resistance to them. When we feel uplifted, inspired, and joyful, it is a sign that we are in harmony with our deepest desires, and our manifestations are flowing smoothly towards us. Conversely, when we feel anxious, fearful, or doubtful, it is an indication that we are out of alignment with our desires, and we may be unwittingly sabotaging our manifestations. But perhaps the most transformative aspect of emotions is their ability to act as amplifiers of our thoughts and intentions. When we infuse our desires with positive emotions, we supercharge them with the power of our more emotional energy, accelerating their manifestation process and bringing them into our reality with greater speed and ease. Conversely, when we allow ourselves to be consumed by negative emotions, we inadvertently attract unwanted experiences into our lives, reinforcing patterns of lack and limitation. In essence, the power of emotions lies in their ability to shape our reality and create the life of our dreams. By cultivating positive emotions, aligning ourselves with our true desires, and infusing our intentions with the energy of joy and gratitude, we unlock the door to a life filled with abundance, fulfillment, and limitless possibilities. So let us harness the transformative power of emotions, knowing that with every positive feeling we cultivate, we are one step closer to manifesting our deepest desires and creating the life we truly desire. Imagination is the silent architect of our reality, the divine spark that ignites the flame of creation within us. It is the wellspring of infinite possibility, the boundless realm where dreams take shape and desires come to life. In the vast expanse of the human mind, imagination reigns supreme, as the creative force that bridges the gap between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. At its essence, imagination is the ability to envision realities that transcend the limitations of our physical senses. It is the gift that allows us to peer beyond the veil of the present moment and glimpse the infinite potential that lies within us. Through the power of imagination, we can conceive of realities that defy logic and reason, manifesting our deepest desires with clarity and conviction. Moreover, imagination is not merely a passive act of daydreaming or wishful thinking, but a dynamic force that actively shapes our experience of reality. When we engage our imagination with intention and focus, we tap into the creative power of the universe itself, channeling energy and inspiration into our thoughts and intentions. In doing so, we become co-creators of our reality, actively shaping the world around us, according to the visions we hold in our minds. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect of imagination is its ability to transcend the constraints of time and space, allowing us to travel to distant realms and explore infinite possibilities. In the realm of imagination, there are no limits, no boundaries, only endless potential waiting to be explored and realized. In essence, imagination is the key that unlocks the door to a world of infinite possibility and boundless potential. By harnessing the creative power of our imagination, we can manifest our deepest desires and transform our lives in miraculous ways. So let us embrace the power of imagination, knowing that with every thought we think and every dream we dream, we are laying the foundation for a reality that is limited only by the boundaries of our imagination. Living from the end is a profound concept that invites us to embody the reality of our desires before they have manifested in the physical realm. It requires us to adopt a state of consciousness where we fully inhabit the experience of having already achieved our goals, allowing us to align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the outcome we desire. At its core, living from the end is about operating from a place of faith and certainty, trusting in the unseen forces of the universe to orchestrate the fulfillment of our desires. It involves cultivating a deep sense of knowing that our desires are already on their way to us, and that it is only a matter of time before they manifest in our physical reality. Living from the end also entails letting go of attachment to the how and when of our desires. Instead of fixating on the details of how our goals will come to fruition, we surrender to the wisdom of the universe, allowing it to unfold in its own perfect timing and in ways that are beyond our current understanding. One of the most powerful aspects of living from the end is the ability to tap into the energy of gratitude and appreciation for our desired outcomes. By embodying the feelings of joy, fulfillment, and gratitude as if our desires have already been realized, we amplify the vibrational frequency of our intentions and draw them closer to us with greater speed and ease. Moreover, living from the end empowers us to make decisions and take actions from a place of alignment with our desired reality. Instead of allowing fear, doubt, or uncertainty to dictate our choices, we act as if our goals have already been achieved, confidently moving forward with clarity and purpose. In essence, living from the end is a powerful practice that allows us to transcend the limitations of our current circumstances and step into the reality of our dreams. By embodying the feelings and emotions of our desired outcomes, we become active participants in the manifestation process, co-creating our reality with the universe in perfect harmony. So let us embrace the practice of living from the end, knowing that with faith, intention, and alignment, we have the power to manifest our deepest desires and create a life that is truly extraordinary. The law of attraction is a fundamental principle that governs the workings of the universe, encapsulating the idea that like attracts like. At its core, it suggests that the energy we emit, whether through our thoughts, emotions, or actions, has a magnetic quality that draws corresponding experiences, people, and circumstances into our lives. Central to the law of attraction is the understanding that our thoughts possess creative power. Every thought we think sends out a vibrational frequency into the universe, acting as a beacon that attracts similar vibrations back to us. Therefore, when we focus our attention on positive thoughts and intentions, we align ourselves with the frequency of abundance, love, and joy, thus attracting more of the same into our reality. Conversely, when our thoughts are dominated by negativity, fear, or lack, we inadvertently draw experiences that mirror those vibrations. This phenomenon underscores the importance of maintaining a positive mindset and cultivating an attitude of gratitude, as doing so aligns us with the energies of prosperity and well-being. Furthermore, the law of attraction emphasizes the role of emotions in the manifestation process. It suggests that our emotions serve as powerful indicators of our alignment with our desires. If we feel joy, excitement, and gratitude when contemplating our goals, we are in vibrational harmony with them and are likely to attract them into our lives. On the other hand, feelings of doubt, fear, or unworthiness can create resistance and block the flow of abundance. The law of attraction also underscores the concept of conscious creation, highlighting our inherent power to shape our reality through our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. By becoming conscious co-creators of our lives, we can intentionally direct our focus towards what we want to manifest, rather than dwelling on what we don't want. This shift in perspective empowers us to take responsibility for our experiences and actively participate in the process of manifestation. In essence, the law of attraction invites us to recognize the interconnectedness of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences, and to harness this understanding to manifest our desires deliberately. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality we wish to create, we unlock the transformative power of the universe and invite abundance, joy, and fulfillment into our lives. Letting go of limiting beliefs is a transformative process that involves identifying and releasing thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions that hinder our growth, happiness, and success. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk, and they act as invisible barriers that block us from reaching our full potential. At its essence, letting go of limiting beliefs requires a willingness to challenge the validity of these beliefs and to replace them with empowering and supportive ones. It involves questioning the stories we tell ourselves about who we are, what we're capable of, and what we deserve, and reframing them in a way that serves our highest good. One of the first steps in letting go of limiting beliefs is to become aware of them. This involves observing our thoughts and paying attention to the recurring patterns and themes that arise. By shining a light on our limiting beliefs, we can begin to understand how they shape our reality and hold us back from achieving our goals. Once we've identified our limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. This may involve asking ourselves questions such as, is this belief based on fact or perception? Does it serve me to hold on to this belief? And what evidence do I have to support a different belief? By questioning the validity of our limiting beliefs, we create space for new, more empowering perspectives to emerge. After challenging our limiting beliefs, the next step is to replace them with positive affirmations and empowering beliefs. This involves consciously choosing thoughts and beliefs that support our growth, success, and well-being. For example, if we hold a belief that we're not worthy of love or success, we can replace it with the affirmation, I am worthy of all the love and abundance the universe has to offer. Letting go of limiting beliefs also requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. It's not always easy to release deeply ingrained beliefs, and it may take time and effort to reprogram our subconscious mind. However, with consistent practice and a willingness to challenge ourselves, we can gradually free ourselves from the shackles of limiting beliefs and step into our true potential. In essence, letting go of limiting beliefs is a powerful act of self-liberation that allows us to break free from the constraints of our past and create a future filled with unlimited possibilities. By releasing what no longer serves us and embracing empowering beliefs, we open ourselves up to a world of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Affirmations are potent tools for transforming our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions, thereby reshaping our reality from the inside out. At their core, affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly, with the intention of instilling new empowering beliefs and reinforcing desired outcomes. One of the key roles of affirmations is in reprogramming the subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is like a vast reservoir that stores all of our beliefs, memories, and habits, many of which were formed during our early childhood years. These beliefs often operate beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in profound ways. By consistently repeating affirmations, we can overwrite negative or limiting beliefs stored in the subconscious mind with more empowering ones. For example, if we have a belief that we're not good enough or deserving of success, we can use affirmations to reprogram our subconscious mind with positive statements such as, I am worthy of success and abundance, or I am enough exactly as I am. Moreover, affirmations serve as powerful tools for shifting our focus and attention towards what we want to manifest in our lives. When we repeat affirmations regularly, we direct our thoughts and energy towards our goals and desires, thereby amplifying their manifestation potential. This focused attention acts like a magnet, drawing our desires towards us with greater speed and ease. Another important role of affirmations is in cultivating a positive mindset and attitude. By consistently affirming positive statements about ourselves and our lives, we condition our minds to see the world through a lens of possibility and abundance, rather than limitation and lack. This positive mindset not only enhances our overall well-being, but also creates a fertile environment for the manifestation of our desires. Furthermore, affirmations can be used to cultivate specific qualities or attributes that we wish to embody. For example, if we want to cultivate more confidence, we can repeat affirmations such as, I am confident and capable in all areas of my life. By affirming these qualities regularly, we anchor them into our consciousness and begin to embody them in our thoughts, feelings, and actions. In essence, affirmations play a crucial role in the process of personal transformation and manifestation. By reprogramming the subconscious mind, shifting our focus and attention, cultivating a positive mindset, and embodying desired qualities, affirmations empower us to create the life we truly desire. With consistent practice and belief in the power of affirmations, we can unlock our full potential and manifest our deepest desires with clarity and conviction. Gratitude is a potent manifestation tool that has the power to amplify our intentions and attract more of what we appreciate into our lives. At its essence, gratitude is a profound state of appreciation and thankfulness for the blessings, experiences, and opportunities that we encounter each day. One of the key roles of gratitude in manifestation is its ability to shift our focus from lack to abundance. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we train our minds to recognize and appreciate the abundance that already exists in our lives rather than dwelling on what is lacking or missing. This shift in perspective opens our hearts to the flow of abundance and invites more blessings to come our way. Moreover, gratitude acts as a powerful magnet for manifestation by raising our vibrational frequency. When we express gratitude for the blessings in our lives, we align ourselves with the energy of abundance and joy, which in turn attracts more positive experiences and opportunities into our reality. This principle is based on the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like. When we emit positive energy through gratitude, we draw more positive experiences into our lives. Additionally, gratitude has the transformative power to dissolve feelings of negativity, fear, and lack. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from problems and challenges, allowing us to experience greater peace, contentment, and fulfillment in the present moment. This positive state of mind not only enhances our overall well-being, but also creates a fertile environment for the manifestation of our desires. Furthermore, gratitude serves as a catalyst for manifestation by deepening our connection with the universe or higher power. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge the role of divine guidance and support in our lives, recognizing that we are co-creators of our reality. This sense of alignment with the universe strengthens our faith and trust in the manifestation process, empowering us to manifest our desires with greater clarity and conviction. In essence, gratitude is a transformative practice that can accelerate our manifestation journey and bring us closer to our goals and desires. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we open ourselves up to the flow of abundance, joy, and blessings that are available to us in every moment. So let us embrace the power of gratitude as a manifestation tool and watch as our lives are filled with miracles, abundance, and fulfillment. Taking inspired action is a pivotal step in the manifestation process, bridging the gap between our desires and their physical realization. While cultivating a positive mindset, setting intentions, and expressing gratitude are essential aspects of manifestation, it is through inspired action that we actively participate in bringing our dreams to fruition. Inspired action is distinguished by its alignment with our inner guidance, intuition, and highest purpose. Unlike ordinary action, which may be driven by external pressures or societal expectations, inspired action arises from a deep sense of inner knowing in resonance with our desires. It is guided by a sense of excitement, passion, and joy, signaling that we are on the right path towards manifesting our dreams. One of the key aspects of inspired action is its ability to catalyze momentum and create a ripple effect of positive change in our lives. When we take inspired action, we send a clear signal to the universe that we are committed to our goals and ready to receive the blessings that await us. This proactive approach not only accelerates the manifestation process, but also opens us up to new opportunities, synchronicities, and serendipitous encounters along the way. Moreover, inspired action is characterized by a sense of effortlessness and flow. It arises organically from a state of alignment with our desires, rather than being forced or coerced. When we take inspired action, we operate from a place of trust and surrender, knowing that we are supported by the universe in every step we take. This trust allows us to release attachment to specific outcomes and embrace the journey with openness and curiosity. Furthermore, inspired action often involves stepping outside of our comfort zones and embracing the unknown. It requires us to transcend fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs, and to cultivate a mindset of courage, resilience, and perseverance. By stretching beyond our perceived limitations and embracing the unfamiliar, we expand our capacity for growth, learning, and self-discovery. In essence, taking inspired action is a potent catalyst for manifestation, empowering us to co-create our reality with the universe in perfect harmony. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our desires, and by following the guidance of our inner wisdom, we unlock the door to a life filled with purpose, passion, and limitless possibilities. So let us embrace the power of inspired action, knowing that with every step we take, we are one step closer to manifesting our dreams and creating the life we truly desire. Trusting the process is an essential aspect of the manifestation journey, embodying a deep sense of faith, surrender, and acceptance of the unfolding of life's events. It involves relinquishing the need for control and allowing the universe to orchestrate the manifestation of our desires in its own divine timing and way. At its core, trusting the process requires us to surrender the need to micromanage every aspect of our lives and instead to cultivate a sense of trust in the wisdom of the universe. It involves recognizing that there is a greater intelligence at work beyond our understanding, and that everything is unfolding according to a higher plan, even when it may not seem apparent to us in the moment. Trusting the process also entails letting go of attachment to specific outcomes and embracing the journey with an open heart and mind. It involves releasing the need for things to unfold according to our preconceived ideas or timelines and instead surrendering to the flow of life's natural rhythms. This state of surrender allows us to remain open to new possibilities and opportunities that may arise along the way, even if they diverge from our original plans. Moreover, trusting the process involves cultivating a mindset of patience, resilience, and perseverance in the face of challenges or setbacks. It requires us to adopt a long-term perspective and to trust that every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, is ultimately serving our highest good and leading us closer to our desired outcomes. Another important aspect of trusting the process is learning to listen to our intuition and inner guidance. As we surrender to the flow of life, we become more attuned to the subtle nudges and insights that arise from within, guiding us towards the next steps on our journey. By trusting our intuition, we align ourselves with the universal intelligence and navigate our path with greater clarity and wisdom. In essence, trusting the process is a profound act of surrender and faith, allowing us to release the need for control and embrace the inherent wisdom of the universe. By cultivating trust in the process of manifestation, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life and open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and miracles. So let us surrender to the journey, trusting that every step we take is leading us closer to the fulfillment of our dreams and the realization of our highest potential. In conclusion, as we journey through the realms of manifestation, let us remember that we possess within us the power to create the lives we desire. By harnessing the creative force of belief, aligning with the energy of gratitude, taking inspired action, and trusting the divine process, we unlock the limitless potential that resides within us. Each step we take, each thought we think, and each action we make is a testament to our co-creative partnership with the universe. As we navigate the ebbs and flows of life, let us embrace the power of our thoughts, emotions, and intentions to shape our reality in accordance with our deepest desires. May we cultivate unwavering faith in our ability to manifest our dreams and cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the abundance that surrounds us. Let us take inspired action with courage and conviction, knowing that every step we take brings us closer to the realization of our goals. And as we surrender to the divine flow of life, may we trust in the inherent wisdom of the universe to guide us along our path. With patience, resilience, and an open heart, let us journey forth with confidence, knowing that the universe is conspiring in our favor and that our dreams are on their way to fruition. In the end, may we remember that we are the architects of our own destiny, and that the power to manifest our desires lies within us. So let us step into our power, embrace our inherent creativity, and boldly declare to the universe, yes, I can achieve, and I will keep striving until my dreams become reality. Persistence in practice is the cornerstone of any successful manifestation journey. It entails a steadfast commitment to consistently applying the chosen techniques or methods until they become ingrained in one's being and ultimately materialize in external reality. At its core, persistence in practice embodies the principle of unwavering dedication and discipline. It requires a willingness to show up each day, regardless of external circumstances or perceived obstacles, and to invest time and effort into honing one's manifestation skills. Persistence in practice is akin to tending to a garden. Just as a gardener diligently tends to their plants, watering them regularly, removing weeds, and providing nourishment, so too must we tend to our inner garden of thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with care and diligence. One of the key aspects of persistence in practice is consistency. By committing to a regular practice routine and making it a non-negotiable part of daily life, we create a fertile soil for our desires to take root and flourish. Whether it's through daily affirmations, visualization exercises, or meditation practices, consistency is the key that unlocks the door to manifestation success. Moreover, persistence in practice involves staying the course even when faced with challenges or setbacks along the way. Just as a sailor must navigate stormy seas with resilience and determination, so too must we navigate the ups and downs of the manifestation journey with unwavering faith and perseverance. Persistence in practice also requires a willingness to adapt and evolve as we progress on our journey. Just as a skilled craftsman hones their skills over time through trial and error, so too must we refine our manifestation techniques and strategies based on feedback from our experiences. Furthermore, persistence in practice is fueled by a deep sense of commitment to our goals and desires. When we are truly passionate about manifesting our dreams, we are willing to go the extra mile, to put in the extra effort, and to overcome any obstacles that may arise along the way. In essence, persistence in practice is the secret sauce that transforms dreams into reality. By consistently applying our chosen manifestation techniques, staying the course in the face of challenges, and remaining committed to our goals, we unlock the door to a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. So let us persist in our practice, knowing that with each step we take, we are one step closer to manifesting our deepest desires. The power of repetition is a fundamental principle in the realm of manifestation, serving as a potent catalyst for the transformation of our inner and outer worlds. It is through the consistent repetition of thoughts, beliefs, and actions that we imprint our desires onto the subconscious mind, paving the way for their manifestation in external reality. Repetition is the language of the subconscious mind, the medium through which we communicate our intentions to the universe. Just as a single drop of water can carve a path through solid rock over time, so too can repeated thoughts and affirmations carve pathways in the neural networks of our brains, shaping our perceptions, beliefs, and ultimately our reality. One of the key aspects of the power of repetition is its ability to reinforce belief and strengthen the imprint on the subconscious mind. When we repeatedly affirm our desires, visualize our goals, or engage in specific manifestation techniques, we send a clear and consistent message to the universe about what we wish to create in our lives. This repetition builds momentum and amplifies the energetic signal we emit, making it more potent and impactful. Moreover, repetition serves to override old programming and conditioning stored within the subconscious mind. Many of our beliefs and thought patterns are deeply ingrained from years of conditioning and past experiences. By consistently repeating new, empowering beliefs and affirmations, we gradually rewire our neural pathways and overwrite old programming with new, more supportive beliefs aligned with our desires. Furthermore, repetition acts as a form of mental rehearsal, allowing us to vividly imagine and embody the reality we wish to create. Each repetition strengthens the neural connections associated with our desired outcomes, making them more vivid and tangible in our minds. This process primes our subconscious mind to recognize opportunities and take inspired action towards the realization of our goals. Additionally, repetition creates a sense of familiarity and comfort with our desires, making them feel more attainable and within reach. As we repeatedly visualize and affirm our goals, they become integrated into our sense of self, aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality we wish to manifest. In essence, the power of repetition is a transformative force that can accelerate our manifestation journey and bring our desires into physical form. By harnessing the principle of repetition and consistently applying our chosen manifestation techniques, we unlock the door to a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. So let us embrace the power of repetition, knowing that with each repetition, we are one step closer to manifesting our dreams into reality. At the heart of manifestation lies the profound principle of inner conviction, a steadfast belief in the inherent power of our thoughts, emotions, and intentions to shape our reality. Inner conviction is not merely a fleeting hope or wishful thinking. It is a deep-seated knowingness that resides within the core of our being, guiding us with unwavering certainty towards the realization of our desires. Unlike mere belief, which may waver in the face of doubt or external skepticism, inner conviction is unshakable and resolute. It arises from a profound trust in the inherent order of the universe and a recognition of our innate ability to co-create our reality with the divine forces at play. Inner conviction is not confined to the realm of the rational mind. It transcends logic and reasoning, emanating from the depths of our soul. It is a visceral knowingness that defies explanation and intuitive recognition of our intrinsic connection to the vast cosmic tapestry of existence. To cultivate inner conviction is to cultivate a profound sense of self-trust and self-assurance. It requires us to tune into the whispers of our inner wisdom and to heed the call of our soul's deepest longing. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-realization, wherein we uncover the boundless potential that lies dormant within us, waiting to be unleashed upon the world. In the face of external challenges or obstacles, inner conviction serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path forward with unwavering clarity. It emboldens us to stand firm in our truth, even when faced with adversity, knowing that the universe is conspiring in our favor and that our dreams are within reach. Moreover, inner conviction is contagious. It radiates outwards, inspiring others to believe in the power of their own dreams and aspirations. Like a beacon of light in the darkness, it invites others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery and transformation, knowing that they too possess the power to shape their destiny. In essence, inner conviction is the driving force behind all great feats of human achievement. It is the fuel that propels us forward, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. So let us cultivate inner conviction within ourselves, knowing that with it, we hold the power to manifest our deepest desires and create a life of profound meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Patience and perseverance are the twin pillars upon which the edifice of manifestation stands, guiding us steadfastly along the winding path towards the realization of our dreams. Like the tortoise in the age-old fable, we must embody these virtues as we journey towards our goals, knowing that slow and steady progress will ultimately lead us to the finish line. Patience is not merely the ability to wait. It is a state of serene acceptance and trust in the divine timing of the universe. It is the understanding that everything unfolds according to a higher plan, and that each moment of waiting is but a stepping stone on the path towards our desired destination. Patience requires us to relinquish the need for immediate gratification and to surrender to the flow of life's natural rhythms, knowing that everything happens in its own perfect time. Perseverance, on the other hand, is the unwavering determination to press on in the face of obstacles or setbacks. It is the refusal to be deterred by temporary challenges, knowing that every setback is merely a stepping stone on the path to success. Perseverance requires resilience, courage, and an indomitable spirit as we navigate the highs and lows of the manifestation journey with unwavering faith and determination. Together, patience and perseverance form a potent combination, empowering us to overcome any obstacles that may arise along the way. Patience teaches us to trust in the process, while perseverance fuels our determination to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems long and arduous. In the midst of our impatience or frustration, it is important to remember that the seeds we plant today may take time to germinate and blossom into fruition. Just as a farmer must tend to their crops with care and patience, so too must we nurture our dreams with love and perseverance, knowing that with time and dedication, they will inevitably come to fruition. Moreover, patience and perseverance teach us valuable lessons along the way, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals. They teach us the importance of resilience in the face of adversity and the value of persistence in the pursuit of our goals. They remind us that success is not measured by how quickly we reach our destination, but by the journey we undertake to get there. In essence, patience and perseverance are the bedrock upon which our manifestation journey is built. With these virtues as our guiding lights, we can navigate the twists and turns of life's journey with grace and fortitude, knowing that with time, dedication, and unwavering faith, our dreams will surely come to pass. Aligning with the end result is a transformative practice that invites us to embody the reality of our desires before they have manifested in our physical reality. It is the art of living as if our dreams have already come true, cultivating the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that are in harmony with our desired outcomes. At its core, aligning with the end result requires us to shift our focus from the perceived lack or absence of our desires to the abundant fulfillment of those desires. It entails adopting a mindset of abundance and gratitude, recognizing that the universe is infinitely abundant and that there is more than enough to go around for everyone. To align with the end result, we must first clarify our vision and clearly define what it is that we wish to manifest in our lives. This involves getting clear on our goals, desires, and intentions, and envisioning them with as much detail and clarity as possible. By clearly defining our end result, we create a mental blueprint that serves as a guide for our manifestation journey. Once we have clarified our vision, the next step is to immerse ourselves fully in the feeling of already having achieved our desires. This requires us to tap into the emotions associated with our desired outcomes and to embody them as if they were already a reality. Whether it's the feeling of joy, gratitude, excitement, or fulfillment, we must allow ourselves to fully experience these emotions in the present moment. Aligning with the end result also involves adopting the mindset of a mental time traveler, where we transcend the limitations of linear time and tap into the infinite possibilities of the quantum field. Instead of waiting for our desires to manifest in the future, we bring the future into the present moment and live as if our dreams have already come true. Moreover, aligning with the end result requires us to take inspired action towards our goals, trusting that each step we take brings us closer to the fulfillment of our desires. This may involve setting intentions, visualizing our desired outcomes, and taking practical steps towards their realization, all the while maintaining a deep sense of trust and faith in the process. In essence, aligning with the end result is a powerful practice that bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to be. By embodying the reality of our desires in the present moment, we create a vibrational match between ourselves and our desired outcomes, thereby magnetizing them towards us with greater ease and grace. So let us align with the end result, knowing that with each step we take, we are drawing closer to the manifestation of our dreams. Letting go of doubt is a pivotal step on the path to manifestation, as doubt serves as a barrier that obstructs the flow of abundance and hinders the realization of our desires. Doubt is the voice of the ego, whispering tales of limitation and impossibility, and it is only by releasing its grip on our consciousness that we can truly open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that abound in the universe. To let go of doubt is to cultivate a deep sense of trust and faith in the inherent order of the universe and in our own ability to co-create our reality. It is the willingness to surrender the need for certainty and control, and to embrace the uncertainty and unpredictability of the manifestation journey with open arms. One of the key aspects of letting go of doubt is to become aware of the limiting beliefs and thought patterns that give rise to doubt in the first place. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of the unknown, and they serve to reinforce the illusion of separation and lack. By shining the light of awareness on these limiting beliefs and thought patterns, we can begin to unravel their hold on our consciousness and replace them with more empowering beliefs that are aligned with our desires. This may involve affirmations, visualization techniques, or other forms of inner work designed to reprogram the subconscious mind and overwrite old programming with new, more supportive beliefs. Moreover, letting go of doubt requires us to cultivate a sense of detachment from the outcome of our desires. This does not mean apathy or indifference, but rather a willingness to surrender the need for our desires to manifest in a specific way or time frame. By relinquishing our attachment to the outcome, we create space for the universe to work its magic in ways that are beyond our limited human understanding. Furthermore, letting go of doubt involves embracing the concept of divine timing and trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't seem that way from our limited perspective. It is the understanding that the universe has our back and is always conspiring in our favor, even when things may appear to be going awry. In essence, letting go of doubt is a profound act of surrender and trust in the inherent goodness of the universe and in our own divine nature. It is the gateway to liberation and empowerment, allowing us to step into our true power as conscious creators and manifest our deepest desires with grace and ease. So let us release the grip of doubt on our consciousness and embrace the infinite possibilities that await us on the other side. Living from the end is a transformative practice that invites us to embody the reality of our desires as if they have already come to fruition, anchoring ourselves in the feeling of fulfillment and abundance in the present moment. Unlike traditional goal-setting approaches that focus on striving towards a future outcome, living from the end requires us to reverse engineer our manifestation process by starting from the end point and working our way backwards. At its essence, living from the end involves adopting the mindset and behaviors of the person we aspire to become, even before our desires have manifested in our physical reality. It is about aligning our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions with the reality we wish to create, thereby creating a vibrational match between ourselves and our desired outcomes. Living from the end begins with a clear and vivid vision of our desired outcomes, allowing ourselves to fully immerse in the sensory experience of having already achieved our goals. This may involve visualizing our desired outcomes with as much detail and clarity as possible, engaging all 5 senses to make the experience as vivid and real as possible. Moreover, living from the end requires us to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for the blessings and abundance that already exist in our lives. By focusing on what we already have and expressing gratitude for the blessings that surround us, we open ourselves up to receiving even more abundance from the universe. Furthermore, living from the end involves taking inspired action towards our goals, trusting that each step we take brings us closer to the manifestation of our desires. This may involve setting intentions, making decisions aligned with our desired outcomes, and following through with consistent and aligned action, all the while maintaining a deep sense of trust and faith in the process. In essence, living from the end is a powerful practice that bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to be. By embodying the reality of our desires in the present moment and aligning ourselves with the energy of abundance and fulfillment, we create a powerful magnetic field that draws our desired outcomes towards us with greater ease and grace. So let us embrace the practice of living from the end, knowing that with each step we take, we are one step closer to manifesting our dreams into reality. Surrendering to the process is a profound act of trust and faith in the unfolding journey of manifestation, acknowledging that there is a higher intelligence at play orchestrating the intricate dance of life. It is the recognition that while we play an active role in co-creating our reality, we are also part of something much greater than ourselves, a vast and mysterious cosmic tapestry that weaves together the threads of our desires with the fabric of the universe. At its core, surrendering to the process is about relinquishing the need for control and allowing ourselves to be guided by the wisdom of the universe. It is the willingness to let go of our attachments to specific outcomes and to surrender to the divine flow of life, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should for our highest good. Surrendering to the process requires us to cultivate a deep sense of surrender and acceptance, even in the face of uncertainty or adversity. It is the willingness to surrender our fears, doubts, and insecurities to the loving embrace of the universe, knowing that we are held and supported by a force greater than ourselves. Moreover, surrendering to the process involves letting go of the need for constant striving and effort, and instead allowing ourselves to be carried by the gentle currents of divine grace. It is the recognition that sometimes the most powerful action we can take is to surrender to the flow of life and trust that everything is unfolding according to a higher plan. Furthermore, surrendering to the process requires us to cultivate a deep sense of patience and trust in the divine timing of the universe. It is the understanding that while our desires may not manifest overnight, they are already on their way to us, and that all we need to do is trust in the process and remain open to receiving. In essence, surrendering to the process is a powerful act of surrender and trust in the inherent wisdom of the universe. By relinquishing the need for control and allowing ourselves to be guided by the flow of life, we open ourselves up to a deeper sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment. So let us surrender to the process, knowing that in doing so, we align ourselves with the infinite wisdom and love that surrounds us, and that our desires are already on their way to us, even as we speak. In conclusion, as we journey through the intricate landscape of manifestation, let us remember that the power to create our reality lies within us. By aligning with the end result, letting go of doubt, living from the end, and surrendering to the process, we tap into the infinite reservoir of creative potential that resides within our hearts. Let us embrace the power of our imagination, cultivate unwavering faith in the fulfillment of our desires, and take inspired action towards our goals with confidence and conviction. And in those moments of doubt or uncertainty, let us remember to surrender to the divine flow of life, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should for our highest good. As we embody these principles in our lives, we become living examples of the miraculous power of manifestation, inspiring others to awaken to their own innate creative potential. And as we continue on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, let us hold fast to the knowingness that we are powerful creators, capable of bringing our deepest desires into reality. Exploring the metaphorical concept of the seven eyes of God delves into the mystical and esoteric understanding of divine perception and awareness. In various spiritual traditions and philosophies, the idea of God having eyes represents a symbolic interpretation of divine consciousness and omniscience. Each eye symbolizes a unique aspect of divine perception, akin to different lenses through which the universe is viewed and understood. For example, the eye of love represents the compassionate and unifying force that binds all of creation together. It perceives the interconnectedness of all beings it experiences, viewing every individual as an expression of the divine. Similarly, the eye of wisdom embodies the deeper understanding and insight that transcends surface appearances. It penetrates the veils of illusion and reveals the underlying truths and principles that govern existence. Through the eye of wisdom, one gains clarity and discernment, seeing beyond the limitations of the physical world to perceive the eternal and immutable nature of reality. Other eyes may represent qualities such as compassion, justice, creativity, or divine will, each offering a unique perspective on the divine nature and its expression in the world. Together, these eyes form a holistic and multifaceted understanding of God's consciousness, encompassing all aspects of creation and existence. In exploring the metaphorical concept of the seven eyes of God, one embarks on a journey of spiritual inquiry and self-discovery. It invites contemplation on the nature of divine consciousness and our relationship to it, prompting introspection and inner exploration. By aligning ourselves with these divine perspectives, we open ourselves to profound insights and revelations that can guide us on the path of spiritual growth and awakening. Ultimately, the concept of the seven eyes of God serves as a reminder of the boundless wisdom and compassion inherent in the divine. It invites us to awaken to our own divine nature and to perceive the world with eyes of love, wisdom, and understanding, embracing the interconnectedness of all things and recognizing the divine presence in every aspect of existence. Understanding the significance of each eye and gaining insight into different aspects of existence unveils a profound understanding of the multifaceted nature of divine perception and awareness. In the metaphorical framework of the seven eyes of God, each eye represents a unique facet of divine consciousness, offering distinct insights and perspectives on the universe and the human experience. For instance, the eye of love embodies the essence of divine compassion and unity, allowing us to perceive the interconnectedness of all beings and the underlying oneness of creation. Through this eye, we gain insights into the power of love to heal and transform, recognizing that every act of kindness and compassion reverberates throughout the cosmos. Similarly, the eye of wisdom provides a deeper understanding of the underlying truths and principles that govern existence. It enables us to penetrate the veils of illusion and perceive the eternal and immutable nature of reality beyond the transient appearances of the physical world. With this eye, we gain clarity and discernment, navigating life's complexities with insight and understanding. Other eyes may represent qualities such as justice, creativity, intuition, or divine will, each offering its own unique perspective on the divine nature and its expression in the world. By attuning ourselves to these different eyes, we gain a comprehensive understanding of existence, encompassing both its beauty and its challenges. In gaining insight into the significance of each eye, we deepen our connection to the divine and expand our awareness of the infinite possibilities inherent in the universe. We come to recognize that every aspect of existence is imbued with divine purpose and meaning, and that through aligning ourselves with the various facets of divine consciousness, we can unlock the fullness of our potential and live in harmony with the greater cosmic order. Delving into the spiritual symbolism behind the concept of the seven eyes of God unveils profound insights into the nature of divine consciousness and its relevance to personal growth and enlightenment. This metaphorical framework invites us to explore the symbolic significance of each eye and its transformative potential in our spiritual journey. At its core, the concept of the seven eyes of God symbolizes the divine perception, an awareness that transcends the limitations of human understanding. Each eye represents a unique aspect of divine consciousness, offering insights into different dimensions of existence and spiritual evolution. For example, the eye of love embodies the essence of divine compassion and unity, inviting us to cultivate unconditional love and empathy towards ourselves and others. Through the practice of love, we open our hearts to the interconnectedness of all beings and experience profound healing and transformation. Similarly, the eye of wisdom represents the deeper understanding and insight that transcends surface appearances. It encourages us to seek wisdom beyond conventional knowledge, guiding us to discern the underlying truths and universal principles that govern existence. Through the pursuit of wisdom, we gain clarity of mind and perspective, illuminating the path to self-realization and enlightenment. Other eyes may symbolize qualities such as justice, creativity, intuition, or divine will, each offering its own unique perspective on the divine nature and its expression in the world. By aligning ourselves with these different facets of divine consciousness, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, unlocking our innate potential and aligning with our true purpose. In exploring the spiritual symbolism behind the seven eyes of God, we deepen our connection to the divine and awaken to the inherent wisdom and power within ourselves. We come to understand that enlightenment is not a destination but a continuous journey of self-transformation and awakening to the divine presence within and around us. Through embracing the teachings embodied in each eye, we align ourselves with the greater cosmic order and manifest our highest potential in every aspect of our lives. Reflecting on how the eyes of God represent the omnipresence and omniscience of divine consciousness reveals profound insights into the expansive nature of the divine and its omnipotent presence in all aspects of existence. In contemplating this symbolism, we are invited to explore the inherent qualities of divine consciousness and their manifestation in the world. The concept of the seven eyes of God serves as a symbolic representation of the divine attributes of omnipresence and omniscience. Each eye symbolizes a facet of divine awareness, offering a unique perspective on the infinite expanse of existence. Together, they encompass the entirety of creation, permeating every aspect of reality with divine presence and intelligence. The omnipresence of divine consciousness is reflected in the idea that the eyes of God are ever present and all-encompassing, transcending the limitations of time and space. This divine presence is not confined to any specific location or form, but permeates every atom of the universe, infusing all of creation with its divine essence. Through the eyes of God, we come to understand that the divine is not separate from us, but intimately interwoven into the fabric of our being, guiding and sustaining us at every moment. Likewise, the omniscience of divine consciousness is reflected in the idea that the eyes of God possess infinite wisdom and understanding. From the perspective of divine awareness, there are no secrets or mysteries hidden from view. Every aspect of existence is known and understood in its entirety, with divine consciousness encompassing the past, present, and future simultaneously. Through the eyes of God, we gain access to this infinite reservoir of wisdom, allowing us to align our thoughts and actions with divine guidance and insight. As we contemplate the symbolism of the eyes of God, we come to realize that divine consciousness is not confined to any particular form or expression, but manifests itself in countless ways throughout creation. Whether through the beauty of nature, the wisdom of ancient teachings, or the guidance of intuitive insight, the eyes of God are ever present, offering us glimpses into the divine reality that lies beyond the veil of illusion. In recognizing the omnipresence and omniscience of divine consciousness, we awaken to the inherent divinity within ourselves and all of creation. We come to understand that we are not separate from the divine, but are integral expressions of its infinite wisdom and love. Through aligning ourselves with the divine presence embodied in the eyes of God, we open ourselves to a deeper experience of truth, beauty, and fulfillment in our lives. Unveiling the transformative power of aligning oneself with these divine perspectives in daily life illuminates the path to profound personal growth and spiritual evolution. As we integrate the insights gleaned from the symbolism of the eyes of God into our everyday experiences, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment that transcends the ordinary and leads to extraordinary transformation. Aligning oneself with the divine perspectives represented by the eyes of God involves cultivating a conscious awareness of the divine presence and wisdom that permeate all aspects of existence. It requires a willingness to attune our thoughts, feelings, and actions to the higher vibrations of love, wisdom, and divine purpose, thereby allowing us to experience life from a place of greater alignment and harmony. By embracing the divine perspectives embodied in the eyes of God, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of our true nature and purpose. We come to recognize that we are not separate from the divine, but are integral expressions of its infinite wisdom and love. Through aligning ourselves with these divine perspectives, we awaken to the inherent power within us to create the life we desire and manifest our highest potential. In practical terms, aligning oneself with the divine perspectives of the eyes of God involves cultivating qualities such as love, wisdom, compassion, and gratitude in our daily lives. It means approaching each moment with an open heart and mind, seeking to see the beauty and divinity inherent in every experience and every being. For example, aligning with the eye of love entails cultivating unconditional love and compassion towards ourselves and others, fostering deeper connections and harmonious relationships. Aligning with the eye of wisdom involves seeking higher understanding and discernment, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and insight. Similarly, aligning with the eye of gratitude invites us to cultivate an attitude of appreciation for the abundance and blessings present in our lives, thereby opening the door to greater blessings and manifestations. By aligning ourselves with these divine perspectives, we become co-creators of our reality, harnessing the transformative power of divine consciousness to manifest our deepest desires and fulfill our highest potential. Ultimately, the transformative power of aligning oneself with the divine perspectives represented by the eyes of God lies in the profound shift in consciousness that occurs when we recognize our inherent divinity and connection to the source of all creation. As we embrace these divine perspectives and live in alignment with them, we awaken to the truth of who we are and the limitless possibilities that await us on our journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Examining the role of perception and consciousness in shaping reality and manifesting desires unveils the profound influence our inner world exerts on the external circumstances of our lives. It beckons us to delve into the depths of our consciousness, exploring the intricate interplay between our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions and the reality we experience. At the core of this exploration lies the recognition that our perception of reality is not passive but active, shaping and molding the world around us in accordance with our innermost beliefs and expectations. Every thought we entertain, every belief we hold, and every emotion we experience sends out energetic vibrations into the universe, influencing the events and circumstances that manifest in our lives. Central to this understanding is the concept that consciousness is not confined to the confines of our physical bodies, but extends beyond the boundaries of space and time, permeating the very fabric of reality itself. In essence, we are not merely observers of reality, but active participants in its creation, co-creating our experiences through the lens of our consciousness. Moreover, this exploration invites us to recognize the power of our perception in shaping our subjective experience of reality. As we become aware of the filters through which we view the world, we gain the ability to consciously choose the perspectives that serve our highest good and align with our deepest desires. For instance, by shifting our perception from one of lack and limitation to one of abundance and possibility, we open ourselves to a wealth of opportunities and blessings that were previously hidden from view. Similarly, by cultivating a mindset of gratitude and appreciation, we magnetize ourselves to experiences that reflect our inner state of abundance and joy. Furthermore, this exploration prompts us to examine the relationship between our inner world and the external circumstances of our lives. It invites us to consider how our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions shape the events and situations that unfold around us, and how we can harness the power of our consciousness to manifest our desires. By aligning our inner reality with our desired outcomes, we activate the creative power within us to bring our dreams into fruition. Through practices such as visualization, affirmation, and meditation, we imprint our desires onto the fabric of reality, magnetizing them to us with unwavering faith and intention. In essence, examining the role of perception and consciousness in shaping reality and manifesting desires empowers us to become conscious creators of our lives. It reminds us that we hold within us the power to shape our destiny and manifest our heart's desires, simply by shifting our perception and aligning our consciousness with the truth of who we are. Embracing the idea of divine guidance and wisdom as a guiding light on the path of spiritual evolution invites us to embark on a profound journey of inner exploration and self-discovery. It beckons us to surrender to the higher intelligence and wisdom that flows through the universe, guiding us along the path of our highest destiny. At the heart of this journey lies the recognition that we are not alone in our quest for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Rather, we are supported and guided by a divine presence that dwells within us and around us, offering us solace, inspiration, and direction in times of need. This divine guidance manifests in various forms, from subtle inner nudges and intuitive insights to synchronicities and meaningful encounters with others. It speaks to us through the whispers of our heart and the signs and symbols that appear along our path, guiding us towards greater self-awareness and understanding. As we open ourselves to divine guidance, we cultivate a deeper sense of trust and surrender, knowing that we are held in the loving embrace of a higher power that has our best interests at heart. We learn to let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead allow ourselves to be led by the wisdom of the universe. Moreover, embracing divine guidance empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. It reminds us that every obstacle we encounter is an opportunity for growth and transformation, inviting us to see beyond the surface of our circumstances and tap into the deeper wisdom that lies within. In essence, embracing divine guidance is an invitation to surrender to the flow of life and trust in the unfolding of our journey. It is a reminder that we are supported and guided every step of the way, even when the path ahead seems uncertain or daunting. By embracing the idea of divine guidance and wisdom, we align ourselves with the higher purpose of our existence and open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that await us on the path of spiritual evolution. We embrace the journey with an open heart and a willing spirit, knowing that we are guided by the light of divine wisdom every step of the way. Delving into the notion that through introspection and inner work, one can awaken the eyes of God within oneself invites us on a profound journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It beckons us to look inward and explore the depths of our being, uncovering the latent potential and divine essence that reside within. At the heart of this exploration lies the recognition that each of us possesses within us the capacity to perceive and understand the mysteries of existence. Just as the eyes of God symbolize divine perception and awareness, so too do they represent the inherent wisdom and insight that lie dormant within us, waiting to be awakened. Through introspection and inner work, we embark on a journey of self-exploration and transformation, peeling back the layers of conditioning and ego to reveal the radiant essence of our true nature. We delve into the recesses of our consciousness, confronting our fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs with courage and compassion. As we journey deeper into the inner realms of our being, we begin to awaken the dormant faculties of intuition, wisdom, and divine perception. We cultivate a heightened sense of self-awareness and mindfulness, learning to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations with clarity and detachment. Moreover, through practices such as meditation, contemplation, and self-inquiry, we learn to quiet the restless chatter of the mind and attune ourselves to the subtle whispers of our inner guidance. We awaken to the timeless wisdom that resides within us, recognizing that we are not separate from the divine but intimately connected to the infinite intelligence that animates all of creation. In awakening the eyes of God within ourselves, we come to see the world with fresh eyes, liberated from the limitations of the ego and the distortions of perception. We perceive the interconnectedness of all things and recognize the divine spark that dwells within every being. Ultimately, the journey of awakening is a journey of remembrance, a remembering of our true nature as divine beings endowed with infinite wisdom and creative potential. It is a journey of reclaiming our birthright as conscious co-creators of reality, empowered to shape our lives in alignment with the highest truth of our being. In essence, through introspection and inner work, we awaken the eyes of God within ourselves, gaining access to a higher level of perception and understanding that illuminates our path and guides us on our journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. Encouraging listeners to cultivate a deeper connection with the divine and to tap into the infinite wisdom and guidance available to them is an invitation to embark on a sacred journey of spiritual exploration and discovery. It is a call to open our hearts and minds to the divine presence that permeates all of creation, inviting us into a deeper relationship with the source of all life. At the core of this invitation lies the recognition that we are not separate from the divine, but rather we are integral parts of the cosmic tapestry of existence. We are expressions of the divine consciousness, imbued with the spark of divinity that animates all living beings. By cultivating a deeper connection with the divine, we open ourselves to the vast reservoir of wisdom and guidance that is available to us at all times. We learn to quiet the noise of the external world and tune into the still, small voice within the voice of our higher self, our intuition, and the divine presence that dwells within us. Through practices such as prayer, meditation, contemplation, and mindfulness, we create space in our lives to commune with the divine and to receive the insights and guidance that are always available to us. We learn to listen deeply to the whispers of our soul and to trust the inner knowing that arises from our connection with the divine. Moreover, cultivating a deeper connection with the divine allows us to access a higher perspective on life's challenges and opportunities. We gain clarity and insight into the deeper meaning behind our experiences, and we are better equipped to navigate the twists and turns of our spiritual journey with grace and wisdom. In essence, cultivating a deeper connection with the divine is an invitation to step into our true power and potential as spiritual beings having a human experience. It is a reminder that we are never alone on our journey, and that the loving presence of the divine is always with us, guiding and supporting us every step of the way. In conclusion, as we reflect on the profound wisdom and insights shared in this exploration of the seven eyes of God, we are reminded of the boundless potential that resides within each of us. Through introspection, inner work, and a deepening connection with the divine, we have the power to awaken the dormant faculties of perception and awareness within ourselves. By embracing the metaphorical concept of the seven eyes of God and aligning ourselves with the divine perspectives they represent, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of existence and our place within it. We come to recognize that we are not separate from the divine, but rather we are expressions of its infinite wisdom and love. As we cultivate a deeper connection with the divine and tap into the infinite wisdom and guidance available to us, we embark on a sacred journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. We learn to trust in the divine timing of our lives and to surrender to the flow of existence, knowing that we are always supported and guided by the loving presence of the divine. In embracing the transformative power of aligning ourselves with divine perspectives, we unlock the door to a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. We step into our true power as conscious co-creators of reality, empowered to shape our lives in alignment with the highest truth of our being. May we continue to explore the depths of our own consciousness, awakening the eyes of God within ourselves and embodying the divine wisdom and love that lie at the heart of our existence. And may we walk this path with courage, grace, and humility, knowing that we are always held in the loving embrace of the divine.